the best thing that Dokkan has ever implemented into their game are EZAs. Taking trash, old, garbage, irrelevant units, not only making them relevant and meta again, but sometimes super OP, and to the point where they can be considered some of the best units in the game. And honestly, I have no problem with that. I want you guys to let me know right now, what are your top 10 EZAs? And if you want to go a little step further, let me know why. In today's video, I'm going to go over my top 10 out of this whole list. There's a lot of EZA units in this game, but only 10 could fit into Mr. Baby's heart, I guess, if you will. Alright, so at top 10, which could come as a surprise to some of you, is Android 17, OG Android 17. There's a lot of reasons why this guy actually would fit into this top 10. His leader skill is garbage, but he stacks deep. There's a lot of defensive stackers on this list, but not a lot of. Some of them are, some of them aren't. All right, you guys know I love units who stack defense, but there's more to this guy, I promise. So when you're running this guy with Android 18, he gets a medium chance to perform additional super attack and an additional attack and defense plus 80% on top of this already right here, right? So 70 plus 80 is 150%. If you're running this guy with Android 18, he has 150% attack and defense, and has a medium chance to launch an additional super attack. Not just normal, but super attack. So what happens is when you have a unit who has that part of his passive active, right, who's also stacking defense, his defense is going to stack up very, very quickly, especially if you give him additionals, right? So he's going to be doing a lot of damage, and he's going to have very, very high defense, especially in the later stages. In my Android team, this guy does not take damage. But another really powerful thing is him changing orbs into rainbow. He's a rainbow orb changer. So you can float this guy off in the third slot. He'll be very powerful defensively, very powerful offensively, and he's changing orbs for the rest of your Android's team to the point where you can get your 18, 24 key supers, right? This is the guy that's going to make that happen for a lot of your Android units. So this guy is definitely underrated in my opinion. I don't really see anyone talking about this guy, but I had to give this guy a little bit of love. He is very, very good. So this is my number 10 slot. At number 9, I have the man Golden Frieza. Now, again, he is another defensive stacker. I think the next one is a defensive stacker as well, but I promise not all of them are. So this guy is a defensive stacker here, and what he does is fine and all, but one of the biggest reasons why I like this guy so much is from his support ability right here. So category target Goku category allies key +2 and 30% to attack and defense. That is super, super powerful. So you have a unit who's stacking defense, right? Who's going to be really, really good defensively. So he can act as the unit who takes all the damage in a specific turn. And then what happens is he supports anyone else he's next to. So you have any of the, you guys know I love Z Broly. So yes, I run this guy with any other Broly in the game. Tech Broly, STR Broly. They're all in this category right here, right? Honestly, LR Baby, any of these units that are not the greatest defensively, you smack them alongside this guy, and they're going to be really good to go. Because again, they may not link up the greatest, because you know this guy's links aren't the. This guy's links compared to the rest of this team, you know, Broly, LR Baby, Cell, they're not going to be linking the greatest. But again, the supportability of 2 key is and 30% attack and defense is making up for that, right? So him giving 2 key to any unit to his right or to his left, whatever the case may be, is helping them also with their super attack. So it's not like, you know, it's not going to be cohesive at all. I understand something like there could be some linking issues and all that good stuff, but giving key again is very, 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 very important. And again, he's going to make Tech Broly look better and defend better. I'm going to make STR Broly, who's broken, by the way. I don't have him on this list because I talked about him in a different list, but he's going to make him defend better and hit a lot harder. So this guy, and again, he could easily be someone you have in the last slot again, who's going to be really great defensively. You don't have to worry about him taking damage, and he's going to be making sure that the whole rotation is hitting harder and defending better as well. So Golden Frieza is definitely up there for me. Next, at number 8, we have this Broly right here. Now this Broly, this physical Broly, although he's probably the worst unit on this list, I really love the way he works, and I just wish that he got like a re-EZA or something, because he has the potential to be one of the most demonic units in this game. Demonic, I just mean strongest units in this game, right? So he does stack attack and defense, right, which is going to make him, well, he stacks attack and defense, but his attack and defense are so low, or at least his defense, I should say, his defense is so low at the start of turn that him stacking, he only builds up like 5, 10, 15, 20k defense. No, it's not even 20k. It's like 10 to 15k defense per super, right? I don't even have him rainbow, so that could be why. But he does not stack defense for nothing. Even if you have him at 170% defensive, you know, leader skill, right? He's just not going to be that great defensively, unfortunate, right? His defense is super, super low. So not only that, he doesn't even get defense at the start of turn, attacking defense at the start of turn. He does if you have 8 key or more, but that hurts him, right? I wish this guy just got like 100% attacking defense at the start of turn. Make this 100%. This is, again, fine. And give him like 5k defense, dude. And what's going to happen is 5 extra k defense, of course. And what's going to happen is this guy is going to be one of the best defending units in the game and one of the hardest hitting units in the game, because he also builds up his crit chance, which is super, super powerful. This guy, again, has the potential to be one of the best Broly's in the game, period. Honestly, if they change this to greatly stack attacking defense, they gave him 80% attacking defense at the start of turn, and then additional 80% attacking defense, you know, when 8 keys, 8 or more, whatever the case may be, or just said F it and gave him like 160% attacking defense or something. You know what? I think 120% would even be good. Give him 120% attacking defense, greatly stacked attacking defense, keep the crit stuff the same, and give him like 2k boost to his attack and 5k boost to his defense, and he's gonna be probably better than the. I don't know if he's gonna be better than, you know, into Broly, but again, this guy, you guys know I love Broly, and I really wish this guy was just better than what he is now. But I still run him, and I still try and get him as high as I possibly can in terms of defense, but it just never really works out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. In the 7th slot, we have this Boo right here. Now, there's something so satisfying about running this Boo. This guy is so freaking good on Majin Power and Artificial Life Forms, which are the teams that I run him on the most. Majin Buu Saga definitely works as well. Now, for whatever reason, he's so powerful defensively. I can't really put my hand on it, because I look at his passive skill. He does not look that strong, right? He gets attacking defense plus 66%. He can build up to an additional 66% attacking defense for a total of what? 132 attacking defense, 132%, sorry, attack and defense, and an extra 3 key. His defense isn't even that high either, but yet I have this man taking double digits against STRUI in the Legendary Goku event, which, just because there's a new Legendary Goku event that's out, doesn't mean that the other one is just instantly weak, right? That event still hits hard depending on which units you actually run, right? So that event is not hard. That event is not easy at all. So this guy should be taking a lot of damage, and he for whatever reason, he just hits very hard, and he's very defensive, and I just don't see why. And also, this ability right here is so powerful. He recovers 30% HP whenever your HP is 40% or less. This is amazing, because it is easy for you to fall below 40% HP. Falling below 30%, 20%, 10% is very, very uncommon, but falling below 40% HP, I think is, and I'm tripping over my words, I apologize, but falling below 40% HP is not hard at all. And this is not like a one-time only thing. This is infinite. So this guy is like, I don't know, he's definitely one of my favorite units. If I'm ever running Majin Power, Power Absorption, any one of these categories, I am definitely going to rock this guy. There's something so satisfying about him. I can't really put my finger on it, I guess, if that makes sense. Anyways, the unit in my 6th slot is Tech Golden Frieza. Now, he got a massive upgrade. Before his EZA, he had damage reduction minus 70% only when your HP was 50% or above. But after his EZA, not only did that go to 80%, but he also got damage reduction when your HP fell below 50%. Now, again, it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest, you know, damage reduction, because he only gets 50% damage reduction when HP is 50% or less. 50% and without defense, this guy can definitely start taking a lot of damage, but it's better than nothing, right? You can actually slap this guy in Extreme SBR and SBR and not have to worry about it too much, right? If you're at 30% HP, you can still put him in the first slot, and against, like, you know, AGL enemies and stuff like that, he can still perform very, very well. He should have defense at least at the start of turn. If he had 80% defense, it'd just be GG's for anyone. It doesn't matter, right? But he has a massive upgrade from his EZA and allows us to run him in more difficult content without worrying as much as we used to before you know, his EZA came out. And again, he is on so many different teams that you can, again, Wicked Bloodline. I think Wicked Bloodline movie bosses, inhuman deeds, resurrected warriors. Those are the categories you're gonna use this guy the most. Even target Goku, right? And with the same name update, I mean, target, you have this guy alongside like this guy. I mean, not when I say alongside, I mean like one in the first slot, one in the last slot, because again, they're not going to link up together. But the supportability right here will make sure that he's going to be a lot better defensively as well. So definitely not a bad unit at all. I do like running him a lot, and he is the 6th slot on this list. And in the 5th slot, we're halfway through, is AGL Tapion. Not too much to say about this guy, but I just love the fact that after his EZA, his damage reduction actually is backed by some defense. Before, he had damage reduction 50% but had no defense, so he could still take a lot of damage. Well, he had defense here, but it was when your HP was below 50% or less, right? I'm talking about at the start of turn. He didn't have that, but now he has attack and defense plus 120% with 50% damage reduction. This man does not take damage. And if you have links like Brainiacs active, Hero active, it's going to be GG's. This guy is very, very, very powerful defensively as well. And you run it with LR Tapion and Minosha, who's giving this guy 40% extra attack and defense. It's just GG's, dude. So definitely a very, very good unit. I can't wait for his EZA to drop on global. In the 4th slot, we have Super 17. Super 17, definitely one of my favorite units to run all the time. One of my favorite extreme units to run of all time. This guy just does not know how to take damage. He does need to build up just a little bit, so if he gets super attacked immediately, it could be troublesome. He already has 40% damage reduction. You know, Dokkan, as you guys can see, loves to include these units who hit hard but don't have defense but will have damage reduction, right? So if they gave these units who have damage reduction without defense just a little bit of defense, they would be so freaking powerful, and Dokkan knows that, which is why they don't do that, right? But anyways, this guy with that 40% damage reduction at the start of turn allows you to defend things somewhat decently, but can build up to a total of 70% to the point where this guy just does not take damage, right? And his defense is not low either, right? It's not the highest, but it's definitely not the lowest. So let me know what you guys think. In the 3rd slot, we're so close to finishing this list, we have this guy right here. Now, this Hercule Exchange Boo unit is so good and so underrated. I don't know about underrated, but I love using this guy, especially on Majin Buu Saga or Earthlings. He is so powerful and actually works stupidly well with this guy. They actually share every single link the moment, you know, he exchanges into Buu. They share every single link, but let me explain something to you. This guy greatly stacks defense, okay? Now, the moment he gets hit 5 times, he exchanges, right? So what you want to do, and I love trying to like maneuver myself in any event, but you have to make sure that you don't take 5 hits, right? And sometimes it's inevitable, but sometimes you can actually, you know, switch him around to the point where he may actually he won't take any hits, or he can actually dodge, because he has a chance to dodge from his passive as well. I've gotten multiple times where I'm in an event and I can't avoid him getting hit, but he'll dodge like 4 out of the 5 attacks, right? Prolonging his ability to greatly stack defense. So this right here, and then dude, once you exchange into Buu, his defense could easily be anywhere from 400 to 700k. He's gonna be so powerful, giving all Majin Buu Saga category allies 2 key and 30% attack and defense. And I mean, this part right here is not gonna be the easiest because you need Hercule or Goku, but I will say, this supportability, him having 600 something K attack and defense, and linked up with this guy who has every single link. So the Innocence, Revival, Master of Magic, Majin, Infinite Regeneration, the Wall Standing Tall, a lot of HP healing, a lot, dude. It gets dumb. It gets very, very, very dumb. I love this rotation right here of this guy and this guy. Probably one of my favorite rotations in the game. And it's definitely fun running them together, even without or before Hercule exchanges to Buu. They don't really link up the greatest, but they can still definitely work. So let me know what you guys think. This guy definitely he deserves to be number 3 for sure. At number 2, I have, of course, UI Goku. This man stacking attack and defense the way he does, having 70% chance to dodge, or having 100% chance to dodge the moment he becomes UI for that one turn, is super powerful. Definitely going to be amazing everywhere you run this guy. A little bit too OP, but I absolutely love that. Again, not really much to say about this guy. He's very, very powerful, and I really, his EZA did him so much justice. It's actually insane. And the fact that he stacks both attack and defense before he transforms and after, it's just an amazing thing. So Intelligence UI definitely got a lot of respect during the 6-year anniversary. But my number one, honestly, I didn't even think this unit at number 1 was going to be my number 1 unit. I did not think so. But after looking at this whole list, I have to put STR Topo as my favorite unit right now. In terms of my favorite EZA unit, this guy is so powerful, it's actually insane. So you have this guy in the first slot, which by the way, he definitely works in the first slot. Okay, his biggest issue before his EZA is that he didn't give himself any defense, right? He didn't give himself any attack either, but attack is not as important in defense, especially attack is not as important, as defense, especially in events nowadays where they're very, very difficult, that you need very powerful defensive units, right? This guy can get the job done now. He has 70% defense, and when your HP falls below 70%, he has 40% damage reduction. 40% damage reduction with 70% defense. And here's another thing. If the enemy could have their defense lowered, it's literally GG's, because he lowers their defense by 70% as well, making this guy and everyone on rotation hit disgustingly hard. Yes, disgustingly hard. But what else about this guy is so good? 40% attack and defense to all allies, not just Space Traveling Warriors, not just Universe 11, not just Realm of Gods or any other, it's all allies. Key +1, which he didn't have to give key, but it definitely helps. Key +1 and 40% to attack and defense. So he is telling everyone, look, I'm going to hand you 40% attack and defense. I'm going to make you hit harder. I'm going to make you defend better. And then I'm also going to make sure that I have my own defense of 70%. And if we're falling a little bit low on HP, which means the enemy is going to be hitting pretty hard, don't worry, you guys. You can trust me in this first or last slot, or even second slot, because I'm going to have damage reduction now. And on top of all of that, if the enemies can have their defensive lowered, I got you, okay? Because I'm lowering it by 70%, allowing everyone on the team to just, again, hit so freaking hard. And everyone's defense is going to be buffed as well, so they're not going to be taking as much damage as they possibly could. This guy is disgusting. And then if you have him in the first slot or the second slot, I would recommend having the first slot simply because he has this ability from a super attack to raise allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn, which is mind-blowingly stupid. And you say, why, Mr. Baby? If you put this guy in the first slot, he gets an additional super attack. All allies, right, second and third slot, have 60% attack extra from his, come here. A 40% extra attack, so 100% attack from this guy, 40% defense. And he's super reliable no matter where. Like, this guy is so strong, so OP. Next to Jiren, to LR Tech Jiren, it's GG's. Right? It's a wrap is all I'm trying to say. So this guy is definitely, after looking at what he does, I love running this guy. Again, these are, okay, so the one weakness, I guess you can say, is that he's not on too many teams, but these teams that he is on are just so powerful, right? Universal Rival Saga had a massive buff during the 6th year anniversary. Realm of Gods is just disgusting. Donald Trump card is super powerful. Special Pose is eh. Universe 11 is very limited, but very strong. Space Traveling Warriors is also very strong. So he's not on the craziest amount of categories, right? A lot of Gohans in Dokkan have like 20 freaking categories, but this guy is part of the categories that matter, right? So he's very, very powerful. I absolutely love this unit, and even as a floater, he can definitely work. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.